Hello and welcome back to this course, How to Overcome the Emotional Trauma from Failed Relationships and Rebuild Your Life Positively. So we will discuss the immediate coping mechanisms that you need to help you get started on your journey to recovery. We'll start by looking at how you can create your own support team. Now, a support team obviously is useful for you because it will enable you to have people around you who will help you. But before we get to it, if you are still at the denial stage or anger stage, I suggest you do the following. Be realistic with yourself. Instead of pretending that nothing is happening, start a daily journal for at least 1 month and list everything that has occurred between you and your partner. Check to see how these match up with what you used to have together. Do they match? Or have you or your partner changed for the worse? How do you feel about your findings? Now, what I mean by this is if you're still living together and now you don't really live as husband and wife or partners anymore because each of you is doing something different. It could be your partner has a new girlfriend and therefore spends most of the time outside of the house. Or maybe it's you who has moved on. You have somebody that you're talking to all the time and you don't care about what your partner is doing. So, I mean, these differences will show very easily because you're no longer emotionally attached to each other. So if things have changed considerably for the worse, then accept that the relationship has broken down. Coping mechanisms are the strategies you will need to help you start the process of recovery. A lot will depend on whether or not you're still living together with your partner. It will be much easier for you to get over the emotional trauma if you live apart from your ex. And by this I mean, obviously, if you're still living together with your ex, you're going to bump into each other and you're going to say very unkind words to each other because you're hurting. So if you live apart, it's much easier for you to have your own space where you can create this or start the process at least of creating the sort of life you would really like to lead. So if you can, get your own living space. And I say if you can because it's not often easy for people to just move out of a house they've always known. And it could be that the finance is not there to do this. But if you think you can find somewhere else to live, especially if you are in an abusive relationship, I suggest you find a safe place to live in and avoid being with your ex from now on. So if it is at all possible, move out of your current home that you share with your partner. If, however, you're still living with your partner, you will need to agree with them your individual spaces within your home, a place where you can have your own privacy. There is nothing more distressing than bumping into your ex, maybe in the kitchen, when you're trying to make a meal and he or she is saying some rubbish to you in the morning, or you're just going to work or something like that. You just mess up your day. So if you have a house, you will need to designate which rooms are yours and which are your partners. and if possible, avoid bumping into each other. So how do you create your support team? You have to find the right sort of people that will help you through this traumatic time. So now that you've accepted there is no going back with your ex, you need to create your own support team to help you navigate the next stages of the divorce. Your first port of call, obviously, is family and friends. Now, choose the right family member or friend to support you. And why do I say the right family member? The thing is that some family members might be quite judgmental of you. Maybe they didn't approve of you or your partner, and now that you've broken up, they'll just say, well, I told you so. And they won't be helpful because they're jabbing your emotional peace, if you like, with their unkind words. So choose the right sort of family member to confide in, someone who will be supportive and helpful to you. You need a lawyer, obviously, to navigate the legal process of divorce. You should do this as quickly as possible because lawyers know what to do with it, and they can guide you through the whole process. Once the divorce is started, you need a financial advisor to look into all the monies you and your partner have together to see what belongs to you so that you can manage yours to your advantage. I would suggest you take this seriously because if you don't get the right money from the divorce, you might suffer quite a lot. Now, getting an exercise buddy is necessary. This is because you need someone to go exercising with. If you can, get a friend who is free at the same times as you, or who can find some time to be with you. So two of you go walking or exercising in the gym. This is to enable you have a confidant, somebody you can talk to when you're feeling miserable or lonely. And exercising is good for you. I'm sure you know that already. It's good for your welfare and your body, and it actually will also lighten your emotions when you exercise. The next thing to do, which is really vital, is to get a coach or a counselor, someone like me, to help you navigate the negative emotions you're going through. I mean, people think they can do this all by themselves, but when I had my divorce, I didn't have a coach. Well, because I was crying a lot in the school where I was teaching, they appointed a counselor to talk to me. But I found that counselors don't always do what coaches do, which is help you to set your own goals. Now, coping mechanisms, your first port of call, as I said before, is family and friends. So usually when we are in trouble in our relationships, most of the time we will consult our parents, mom or dad. But if they're no longer around, then we will turn to our siblings if we have any. So that's where your family can be quite supportive. But where none of these people are available, then usually we'll turn to a trusted friend or a religious leader, like the pastor of our church, if you go to any church or if you belong to any religion. Well, choose wisely, as I said before. As a family member or friend, you choose could be judgmental of you. And they might be very critical of how you handled your broken relationship. You don't want that. So, your family members can be of immense support to you during this time of emotional trauma. I'll just give a few examples of what they could do for you. They could, for example, take it in turn to provide childcare for you while you're at work. They could provide help with shopping. They could decide to stay over at yours for a while. They could help with the school run, picking up the kids from school, or just babysitting them. They could provide that sympathetic ear, someone who will not judge you, but will be there to listen to you patiently while letting you make your own decisions. They could even help you financially. I know some parents can. So the list is endless. Your trusted friend or friends can do exactly the same thing. So family and friends as a support team, in your support team, are very useful. Get a divorce lawyer, I said before. That's number 2. Divorce lawyers can be very helpful in navigating the divorce process. But some of them can be quite expensive, so better look on Google or wherever you can find the right people and seek the ones that are fairly reasonable. If you have a Citizens Advice Bureau where you are, then go to them and seek advice because they can help you on finding the right sort of person to help you. You could use a mediator if you and your partner agreed on that. But from experience, mediation sessions could be a platform for a nasty partner to create even more emotional trauma for you. So be careful there, and you need to make sure that the whole process will work for you. Whatever the case, please don't go it alone unless you are a lawyer yourself. Find a good sympathetic lawyer. Ask your family and friends for referrals, and I'm sure they'll help you find a good one. Be sure to make your case clear. Offer your lawyer necessary documents, videos, e.g. of any abuse, etc. Whatever you do, never lose your cool. If your lawyer proves unkind and uncooperative, ask around for another one. We will look at what to do if you have to attend court later on this course. Get a financial advisor. A financial advisor is very important in this situation. They will help you make sense of what money you may be entitled to, and after getting that money, how to manage it to your advantage. So it's important to find a good one. You can ask around, and someone will tell you who they've used before. That is really useful. He will help you get clarity of what you are due financially because of the divorce so that you are not cheated by your ex. Now, a lot of exes, from my experience, tend to hide their money somewhere else and pretend that they have nothing to share. If you get the right kind of financial advisor, you'll be able to research all their resources and make sure you get what actually belongs to you or what you're due. So once you've gotten what is due to you, your financial advisor can advise you on how to invest it for your benefit if you have enough to spare. Get an exercise buddy. An exercise buddy is someone you can trust not to tell everyone about your issues. Getting regular exercise is very useful at the time of stress. Being outdoors walking with a friend will brighten your mood. Fresh air is excellent as a sad mood reducer. Being out and about and seeing other people instead of just your own four walls will help you overcome your sad mood. Exercising is also good for your physical health and helps to reduce any feeling of depression. So this is vital for you and for your well-being. You'll be much healthier if you maintain a good and regular exercise regime with your exercise buddy. You'll also find that it will help you reduce the feeling of loneliness. So try it. I'm not the best exerciser, I must confess, but whenever I'm able to do that, I find it lightens my mood a great deal. Get a coach like me or a counselor. The reason I advise that people get a coach is because a coach is totally non-judgmental and offers you confidentiality unless there is threat to life, in which case, if I'm the one, I would have to report it to appropriate authorities. Now, I'm sure you know what I mean by this. If you are in an abusive relationship and you tell me that your partner is doing things to you that he should not, or he or she should not be doing, obviously I'll have to help you somehow and I'll report it to the authorities or encourage you to report it. So that way you will not be in danger of losing your life. Unfortunately, in this country, the research shows that a woman is killed every other week in the UK. So you will immediately begin the process of healing because my coaching will encourage you to trust in yourself and your abilities. Something your ex may have told you that you don't have the ability to do. A counselor can help you heal from your trauma, but usually they will not let you set your own practical goals. As an NLP practitioner, I have the ability to help you heal through the use of NLP techniques if you want. And I will also empower you to achieve your own set goals, just as any coach would do. But I am confident that if you start your coaching with me, the one-to-one offers I've given you, you will find that you make very quick progress in your recovery. I have had clients who have been so happy with my coaching. So make sure to take advantage of your one-to-one coaching offer from me. Book your weekly group coaching sessions with me. Have you booked the group coaching sessions yet? If not, here's the link to make that booking. Just copy the link and paste it on your browser so you can book the session with me. This is a weekly coaching session to be in group, and it will be on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. UK time. I do hope you can find the time to join this session because it will be very helpful to you. So if you wish to book in addition a one-to-one coaching session with me, in addition to the group sessions, then you can book on this link. Again, copy it, paste it on your browser so you can go straight there. If you wish to read some of the testimonials that my past clients have given me, please visit www.drgraceanderson.com and you'll find some of those testimonials there. My clients are usually very happy with my service and they achieve results, and that's the important thing, is achieving the results you actually want so you can move on positively with your life. Here are the assignments for this lesson. What do you find most helpful in this lesson? How will you apply it in your current circumstances? Think of one or two other coping mechanisms that you could apply right now to help you overcome your negative emotions. Remember to create your support team as suggested if you haven't already done so. Congratulations on completing this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it and that you're going to apply these mechanisms that I've shared with you. Please don't ignore them. On the next lesson, we will explore more coping mechanisms, specifically those designed to help you cope emotionally as you go through this traumatic period of your life. I do wish you well. I'm sure you're strong and capable of achieving the results that you hope to get from this course. So please work hard at it, and I'm here to help you. You just need to book the coaching sessions with me, and you'll be able to speak to me one-on-one or in a group. Okay? So I'll see you in the next lesson. Take good care of yourself.